If you visit the Rippaverse, you'll see just how I move differently. Got more arm hair than an armchair. That's why they call me Papa Bear, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it. My business got so many factors, and I got so many detractors. Those suckers gonna need to me, and ISIM's gonna sue me, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it. Got 100,000 comics without any buyers, and a lot of insurance for warehouse fires, because it is what it is, and what it isn't ain't it. What it is what it is, and that's it. I sold 3D assets to a bunch of ass hats for a pile of cash that's all gone up in smoke, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it. You know a grifter's gonna grift and a scammer gonna scam. Next I'll sell these morons a comic about horsemen, because it is what it is, and what it isn't ain't it. What it is what it is, and that's it. You know a grifter's gonna grift and a scammer gonna scam. Next I'll sell these morons a comic about horsemen, because it is what it is. What it is, ain't it? What it is what it is, and that's it.
Oh boy. All right, I should be live, I think. Give me 1 second, everybody. Give me 1 second. It's been a minute. Let me go ahead and make a post. Repost. On live. Okay. All right. God, it's been so long. I got to make sure everything is working. It's been a minute. I'm a bit rusty. Let me go ahead and make sure that we are live where I need to be. Let's see. Okay. Let me check up on Rumble, make sure that I am rumbling along. Shout out to everybody on Rumble. Thank you for joining. There's got to be a way for me to like... Hold up. Shout out to everybody on Rumble. Thank you. Okay, cool. Rumble is working. Great. Let me make sure. Let me check up on my bitches over on BitChute. Dude, the amount of activity on BitChute is it's pretty wild. Shout out to all the bitches. Thank you. Okay. Make sure that I am rumbling along. Shout out to everybody on Rumble. Thank you for joining. Okay. Let me see. Where are we at? Make sure that I'm live on Twitter. God, it's been so long. Oh, my goodness. How do I do this? When was the last time I streamed? Okay, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and repost that. Yahoo. Go ahead and make a proper announcement on... Give me 1 second. I need to sign off of this. Gotta turn that off. Man, so much has happened since I've been gone, eh? Trump's really shit in the bed. Am I right? I love Trump, but goddamn is he making some mistakes. Okay, let's go ahead and sign into this one more time. All right. Come on. Let's go. So far, everything is working pretty good. All right. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Let me go ahead and put tests in here one more time. Come on, baby. Testing. Is my chat seriously not fucking working? Oh my god. Well, that's annoying. I can see it, but it's not populating up on the thing. It was earlier. Boop. Okay. I completely destroyed my chat. I don't understand why. That makes me really upset. But oh well. God damn it. I think there's only 6 total viewers. I don't even know how many viewers I'm getting. This is what happens when you disappear for so long. Let me see. Let me look up over on YouTube how long it's been since I streamed anything. It's been so long. And that's my fault, I guess. Not I guess. It is my fault. But when you're busy, you're busy. So the last time I went live was, oh my god, at the end of October. So about about a little over 2 months. That's how long it's been. But it was necessary, you guys. So we're just gonna go ahead and, am I recording this thing? Doesn't matter. It's gonna be going up on It's going to be going up on Spotify. I'm caught up on Spotify, so that's nice. That's really nice. Let me go ahead and do the spiel, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. All right, so let's get this thing. All right. So greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining me on another exciting episode of the Watch Frogs. We go live every Monday night on the Watch Frogs channel, home of the Fake Crimes docuseries, a variety of other videos, and of course the Watch Frogs podcast. You can enjoy the show live on a variety of platforms like BitChute, Rumble, Trovo, dlive, Kick, Twitch, X, formerly known as Twitter, and YouTube. For those who prefer an audio-only experience of the show, you can head over to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts exist. Links are in the description. Now, if you wish to support the show and help keep the Watch Frogs independent, feel free to head over to my Subscribe Star page, Locals page, or perhaps toss a generous donation in my Cash App. You can also Super Chat. All Super Chats are read and very much appreciated. Once again, links are all in the description wherever you may be enjoying the show. All right, guys. So I fixed the prompt. Let's see. Jesus Christ, we got chats already. Oh my goodness. Let's see. SMA Geo living life, ignoring his responsibility, doing streams. I know. Well, guys, I'm back. All right. This is what's happening. I am back, but there's got to be some house cleaning because I did some stuff that raised some eyebrows, and I do owe everybody an explanation. I 100% owe people an explanation, and I'm going to give it to you. So where do I begin? I had to remove the chats from the Discord channel. I felt like I didn't have a choice, and I'm going to start with a anecdote that involves the LINQS in the problems that they've been having, the legal problems. Well, it's more like problems for other people, but nonetheless, Ethan Klein and Gila Klein were viciously attacked and smeared, maligned. Their content was stolen, yada, yada, yada. Who cares? But what really interested me about their legal saga was all the drama surrounding it. They're going after not just the streamers who bullied them, harassed them, and made erroneous claims about child abuse, among other things. They falsely stated that Gila Klein is a PDF document. And again, I don't like Gila Klein. I don't like Ethan Klein. I think these are terrible people. I don't like their politics. I don't like their beliefs. I don't like the stuff that they've said in the past. I think both of these people are liars. I'm not saying that they're lying about the current debacle, but there was a very a strongly coordinated attempt to harass these people and to bully them, and it involved a forum. I think on Reddit or Discord or both. Who cares? Doesn't matter. And I don't want to be held responsible for the things that my chat does or for what anybody does that doesn't involve me. I made it very clear a long time ago that I am kind of like a free speech absolutist. I allow people to say whatever they want around me. I don't care. I think people who are engaged in lawful speech should be able to speak with very little consequences resulting as a matter of them speaking. I'm just super against it, man. So I don't really moderate content. I don't moderate chats. I don't moderate comments and whatnot. The only time I would ever feel compelled to step in is if somebody is doxing another individual or myself or whatever the case may be. Doxing is kind of where I draw the line. However, given the nature of content creation and just how the space has evolved, not just here on this platform, but virtually all of them, um, there has to be some sort of accountability and responsibility on the part of the creator, and that conflicts with my ethos about what I think about free speech. And I believe the remedy or the solution really boils down to just not having the chats whatsoever. It's just easier that way. There's just no need for people to have that kind of access to me. If somebody wants to engage in naughty behavior, they can do so anywhere else on the internet. I don't care. I just don't. I can't be platforming it. I can't be a part of that. I don't endorse it. I don't celebrate it. I don't want it. But if it's happening, there's just very little I'll do about it unless it's like doxing. However, it horrifies me seeing what is happening to Denims and Frogan and all these other douchebags. Even though they deserve it, this is the reality. These people were involved in something that they weren't really supposed to be doing, and they're going to be paying the price for it. They may have, it appears that they have been witting participants in this harassment campaign against Gila and Ethan Klein. So I thought a lot about that, and I really dug into, I really thought about it, did a lot of introspection, and I'm just like, I don't want the problems. I don't want the problems. That's one reason, and another one is that I just don't want people having really quick and easy access to me. Another thing is time is precious, and given the amount of work that I've been doing this year with the home remodels, just doing electrical work and, just my career and whatnot, and also really ramping up and getting ready to upgrade the Etsy page, I don't really want to spend a lot of my time on Discord. That's just the reality. I don't want to hang out and just sit there and talk with people. Obviously, I play video games. When I get home from work or when I get home from doing whatever it is I'm doing, I'm tired and I want to chill. And I have a couple Discord channels that I'm in, but it's with people that I know personally. And I just don't really wish to commingle with people that I don't know. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know what their agenda is or motivations are. And I did some soul searching. I consulted with some other content creator buddies of mine, and I asked them, off the record, just to not just educate me, but like give me some guidance and give me some pointers and give me some advice. Like how should I handle this? Given what my personal philosophy is, and given what's been going on with some of these other people, what they think I should do or what they think the best thing to do for a creator. And they said just don't even bother. Don't even bother engaging in it. And I think that makes a lot of sense. And a lot of the stuff you guys posted was really fucking funny. And as much as I would like to interact with it, like I just can't. I can't do it. I am just so busy. And I was listening to Dick Masterson beef with his co-host Vito about how precious time is. And I felt that. I really did feel that. And I sympathize with it. And again, like, you guys have been great. And a lot of the people that have been enjoying the show, supporting the show, and encouraging me and in a weird way helping me out sometimes. It just doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem right. But ultimately, I think it is the good decision. I think it is the correct thing to do. And yeah, I mean, it's just really what it boils down to. It's just I don't want the drama. Last stream of 2025, more like only stream of 2020. God damn it, Bigfoot. No, please. Late October was the last stream I did. Obviously, besides this. Another thing is that I mentioned that I'm upgrading the Etsy channel. I'm going, full throttle on it. I've made a few sales this week. And I'm like not advertising it, and it's doing good. And people seem to really be enjoying my patterns, and they're enjoying the puppets. And I'm gonna be real as a motherfucker with you guys. My content, this stuff is for everybody. Anybody can come here and enjoy the puppets, enjoy the stream, goof around in the comment section. It really is for everybody. But because of the kind of people that I've attracted to Twitter, to Facebook, and to Discord or whatever, you guys are a rowdy bunch. and you guys are wild and you say wild and crazy things. And again, it doesn't bother me per se, but when I am selling patterns and selling, stuff for artists and shit, and they see comments or whatever about like femboys and catboys and there's anti-Semitism on the page or whatever, it fucking horrifies people. It horrifies people, and it pisses people off. And I don't want to be put in a position where I have to explain a comment section to anybody. That's kind of embarrassing. That's not to say that you guys are doing anything wrong, because again, these are just your opinions. I'm not mad. My feelings aren't hurt. I'm not crying. I'm not pissed or anything like that at all. And by the way, this position upsets like regular folk. Okay, it upsets people because they're like, oh well, here's a story. A long time ago, and this is in my personal Discord channel, a buddy of mine was saying, some offensive stuff, and another buddy of mine who's kind of a cuck, he messaged me, and he put me on blast. He's like, "You're just gonna allow this? You're just gonna let him say whatever? You're gonna just let him, say this and that?" I'm like, "Dude, what do you want from me? I have a job, and they're just fucking around. Like, it's not serious. It's not real. And that just, and again, like, I will get those comments. And when I'm selling stuff meant for families and kids, and there's like anti-Semitism and there's all this, crazy, cringy bullshit about femboys and catboys and stuff, like it just makes me look fucking dumb. It makes me look bad. And I just don't want to deal with it. That's just the honest to God's truth. I don't want to deal with it. And if you guys want to have this conversation, again, I'm not mad. You guys can have them, but it can't be associated with the watchfrogs, because that's not what it's about. And by the way, like Manic, the mechanic, he invited me on to, this is a long time ago, to do the catboy versus femboy debate. And again, that was kind of funny to me, because it's absurd and it's silly, and I didn't think it was supposed to be serious, but I feel like those conversations kind of like dragged on longer than they should have. It's not a matter of going too far per se. It's just too much. It's too much. And again, that's just not what I'm about. Not what the watchdog should be about. And again, like, I'm not trying to horrify people who will visit the page, and being lazy, one, and not wanting to moderate the chat, two, it puts me in a spot where like I have to make a decision, and I'm not going to pay someone to moderate or anything like that. I think that's so ridiculous. I just would rather not bother with it. The clients or customers can reach out to me via email. They can reach out to me on Etsy. They can reach out to me pretty much anywhere. They can reach out to me on Discord if they want. But the platform can't be for that kind of shenanigans. I know that kind of, I know I sound like a bitch, talking about this way, but when I'm running a fucking business, you guys, and like I really care about this stuff, and I want to organically grow a channel completely on its own, because I've had this one for so long, and I was able to grow it, and hopefully, I can continue that momentum once again in the next year of 2026. But I really think the puppets will outgrow me, and I really think they're gonna have a life of their own. I have a lot of faith in it. I think it's gonna be great. And as a matter of fact, let me show you what I got here. So I'm building the Dawn of War 40K puppet. This is the first and the only Dawn of War 40K puppet in the world. It is a professional modular puppet. And it'll function exactly the same as these guys, except it's going to have Dawn of War 40K armor. So this is the shoulder plate. And I had to do quite a bit of R&D and research and testing and whatnot just to make this work. And yeah, so this is it. And here's the armor. Here's the armor. Check this out, guys. So obviously I can't have the material here because Games Workshop would sue me. So this is a generic Space Boy outfit. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. I have this puppet in pieces. So here's the arm. I wasn't really happy with the way that this came out. It's still functional. It still looks good, but I didn't really follow my own steps because I tried to take a shortcut. Doesn't matter. This puppet I could probably finish it in a day, but I got to wrap some stuff up in the beginning of January. So hopefully by February, I'll be ready to rock and roll, but I do plan to get this puppet done probably before then. So yeah, I've been busy, guys. I've been working on the music, working on the puppetry, working on the Etsy shop, doing the home remodels, and also it's the holidays, so a lot of friends and family have come out to Vegas to visit, and spending a lot of time with my parents as well, and yeah, just a lot of positivity. Like there's nothing negative here. So yeah, I know that's kind of a downer to talk about the chat that way, and I feel like I'm kind of goofing, like trashing you guys, but I just I hope you guys can understand. Let me read some of these comments. Hopefully they're relevant. Um, oh well, oh your flash case. Well, flash case. It says you're Bigfoot tamer. That's what your name shows up. Brad Skag is in the chat. What's up, buddy? Yes, because it's funny, and I'm not chronically online. The best way to handle it. Yeah, I'm not chronically online. That's another thing too. Sounds like your friends are rainbow. Not all of Brad. Not all of them are like that. Not all of them are like that. But one of them was. But still, just just be mindful of this fact. Everybody enjoys puppets, and the art space, the like people who actually like create and build stuff like this, like a space marine, shit, or like these puppets behind me. It's a wholesome community. The people are just so kind, and like a lot of like teachers and like kids and shit. They're into this stuff, and I just don't want them to like see like, the crazy shit you guys post. That's just the reality of it. Ash Blackwin Puniti, what's up, man? Dude, there's quite a few people on watching. Shit. This is great. I'm glad to be back. It's been a minute. And hopefully everybody is well. Hopefully everybody is healthy, and they had a really wonderful Thanksgiving. They had a wonderful Christmas, and hopefully the new year brings about a lot of blessings. Okay, and I do mean that. Light puppets. Our president is one. For our masters, the Brazilian. Oh yes, those elusive, sneaky Brazilians subverting our elections, controlling our politicians via their BiPACs, their Brazilian packs. And yeah, we got to do something about those Brazilians controlling our government and influencing them. I don't know. Maybe I should wear a Brazilian hat or something so our president would represent us. That's another thing too. A lot of people have been saying a lot of defamatory things about the president of the United States, and obviously I'm a huge fan of President Trump. But that's not to say that I'm not such a fan that I'm not unable to criticize him, because he has been kind of shitting the bed. He has been making a lot of mistakes, but ultimately I think things are going to be okay. I think we're going to come out smelling like roses, including our president. There's neither here nor there. I guess if you guys really want to talk about it, we can. But finally, another thing that I really wanted to talk about that's kind of related to everything I've said before was just how fake and phony the discourse is. And not just that, but some of the people that I've interacted with, some of the other so-called influencers or content creators, and ultimately I just don't really want to associate myself with any particular group. And I made a lengthy post. I'll just summarize it really quickly. Addressing the groypers. I think most groypers that I personally met are phenomenal human beings. I think they're well spoken. They're well groomed. They're not disgusting like this guy Vrillium here, who I'm going to talk about in a second. And I just want nothing but the best for them. And I understand why they believe what they believe and why they say what they say, and they're not necessarily wrong. But the people that are so-called these influencers that are leading them, for lack of better words, that are kind of the figureheads of this movement, of this subgroup, I think they only serve to embarrass people who want to actually save their country, or their countries. And like, and they place so much emphasis on stupid shit that doesn't matter. They're not just like embarrassing the people that watch or enjoy their content, but they're also hindering their so-called cause, right? And you guys, like, man, I do believe you are what you consume, or you become what you consume, and I see what these guys are really up to and who they really are, and I want nothing to do with it. I don't really know who this Vrillium guy is. This is probably the last time I'll ever really talk about this, because I don't really want to, squabble with these random influencers who I don't really know or care about. But This is a common trend that I see. So this guy Verillium, let's see, can we zoom in on this dude really quick? Verillium Will Sexton now deleted posts and video after his old left-wing account, left-wing degenerate X account was exposed. So it's not like somebody hacked him or did anything, really crazy to get this information, but the dude was caught. The dude was caught being a degenerate sex pest. And he LARPs as his ortho bro, another one of these ortho bros. He LARPs as this like warrior for Western civilization. It's like, okay, cool, dude. I can shit in the palm of my hand, throw it in any direction, and it'll hit a guy like this in the face. Again, these dudes don't really do anything. They just serve to embarrass the people who view them. They just whine and complain. Maybe some of them are funny and talented, but for the most part, they're just a bunch of do nothing bitches, and I don't really care. I just don't really care. But this is really funny, so let's just read some of this. So here's my YouTuber response video. Oh, I'm not gonna read that. Let's just watch the video.
Bro, I hate y'all. Okay. I'm gonna try to edit this as minimal as possible to get this out as fast as possible. So someone found my old Twitter. So basically, I upset a bunch of Jewish individuals, a bunch of like Israel first individuals, both from just my general like tweeting about how much I dislike Israel and dislike a certain tribe, as well as my disdain for JD Vance, which they're all like really pro on. And they found this like old Twitter from when I was kind of like a degen leftist type, and it has a lot of embarrassment.
No, it's not just like kind of, bro. Like you were in a fucking dress. You were sending pictures of your asshole to other dudes. You were engaged in fucking like legit degenerate behavior. It's like, oh, it was just kind of degenerate. What do you mean kind of, bro? It was full blown degenerate garbage, and you were engaged in it and you loved it, which is fine, dude. You're a rainbow guy living your rainbow life. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But then you come over here and you try to LARP as a wholesome Christian, I guess, as a warrior for Christ. And you're none of these things, dude. You're a fucking fraud. You have a copy. I don't even think this is a book. Right over here on the top right, this doesn't look like an actual copy, a legitimate copy of Camp of the Saints. I don't recognize this with the red outline. This looks like he printed it out. You have an old ad for smoking. You got these candles with religious symbolism all over it. What is that? The Virgin Mary. This dude is a LARP, bro. Like this is 100% a LARP.
Embarrassing photos of me, very feminine, me, whatever. I was, I think 20. I was anywhere from 18 to 20 in those photos, but nevertheless, what I find funny about this whole thing is that that's like part of my testimony. Like I was a leftist, degen, like fucking punk rock type, and then I found Jesus Christ. That's like actually part of my testimony. All throughout college, so from 18 to 20, no, it was actually before then. So 18 to like 21, basically, I was like a total degen type. I was in bands. I slept around a lot. All sorts of shit. I was a
Yeah, that's not necessarily like a leftist thing, bro. Again, I was a Bernie bro. I was a burn victim. I worked for the Democratic Party. I don't think I was a leftist. I think I was just a standard, regular, middle of the road partisan Dem. And I did party a lot. Went out to a lot of clubs. I had girlfriends and whatnot, and never once, while under the influence of alcohol or whatever, did I think, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to send a picture of my asshole to another guy. I think I'm going to dress up like a woman and send these salacious images to other people. Like I never thought to do that. I was never compelled to do any of that. I know quite a few degenerate drug addicts, alcoholics myself, and they don't engage in this behavior. Again, you were just being your authentic self, bro. Like literally 2 minutes ago. And you found a moderate amount of success on Instagram and some of these other normie platforms, and you rebranded yourself because being a worthless, degenerate male skank who dresses up like a woman and likes to send images of himself to other men, it's kind of played out. There's not really a market for it. again, you can shit in your hand and throw the poop in any direction. You'll hit a guy just like this, before and after the grift. So this is why he did it. But this guy is interesting because his dad is a big manosphere guy. He's like this high profile lawyer. He's got these like edgy tattoos, and he's really, really popular. He goes on all these really big podcasts. He's like a divorce lawyer. That's his dad. So this kid is fucking rich. He was a rich, uppity, decadent douchebag kid. He's still that, but now he LARPs as a ultra base ortho bro fake copy of Camp of the Saints. It looks fake to me, guys. I'm just saying, as somebody who actually has read this book, and I own the latest copy of Camp of the Saints, and I've also wanted to buy close to the original one. I mean, they're kind of expensive, and I just couldn't justify the price. But this doesn't look authentic to me.
Leftist. That was a very like avowed like communist leftist. I mean, the whole nine. I mean, picture in your mind like I don't know, like leftist Twitter guy. I don't know. Put that in your mind, and that was me. Quintessentially, I had long hair, whatever.
You still have long hair.
And then, yeah, I found
it's a good set of hair.
Jesus Christ in 2023, I believe. Let me get my dates right. 2023, I found Jesus Christ. I was baptized into the Orthodox Church, specifically the Eastern
Show the
Orthodox
book.
Church.
Give me 1 second. Say less. All right. Yeah, so the original publisher, or I don't know if it's the original publisher. Anyways, but yeah, Camp of the Saints was re-released, and I ended up buying the first edition of the re-release, and this sold out. It sold out quickly. This is a very difficult book to get. I think the latest Camp of the Saints, the latest release has a different cover, and I might buy that just because I want the cover, but no, this is a hardcover. And yeah, this is a good find. This is great that they're re-releasing it, and people can enjoy the art, people can enjoy the literature once again. And yeah, so this is a real book. Real book. That does not look real to me. I could be wrong, but I'm just not familiar with Camp of the Saints with a giant red outline like that. That doesn't look accurate to me. So I just see a lot of fakery, man. There's a lot of fucking fakes out there, and I'm not going to do it. I don't think I'm the person that can do it really, but it'd be nice if somebody can kind of wrestle the groypers, the well-meaning, sensible ones away from people like this, because these guys are just going to mislead you. This guy is he's just a filthy fucking lying whore. I mean, that's just how it is. Let me put this away. All right. Is you the bottom screen or top screen? I forgot. Oh my God. Wow. Omega Tony is God. You fucking bastard. You know, this is what I miss. I miss this. All right. You guys are on point. Let's finish this up.
I'm not going to say where, because that would like be doxing that church. But yeah, I've changed my life around. I found Jesus Christ, and I decided to like get away from all that stuff. I clearly stopped being in bands. I cut my hair. I'm actually kind of overdue for a haircut soon, but it was a lot longer than this, trust me. I quit all that stuff and became what I am, and then I started making videos about like politics and about history and culture and stuff like that.
Another worthless
I don't
culture
see
warrior.
This as
Great.
like oh my God, he was exposed, because like I was very open about all of this. I've tweeted. I have a whole video on my YouTube page, which you should go sub to, where I talk about my leftist past, and then it was me like reacting to leftist TikToks. I had a very degenerate leftist.
Yeah, Ash Blackman got to grift all that conservative money. Yeah, and, good for him, because he did. Well, I think his dad had a lot to do with it. His dad is, I think, Will Sexton, or something, Joe Sexton, or John. I don't know. I don't remember the dad's name, but he's a really big time divorce lawyer. And he does like a lot of high profile, like super rich people, celebrity type divorces. And obviously he's an influencer as well. Yeah, no, I mean, the dude fucking nailed it. He crushed it. And like all these dudes, You know, within this, I call them, people are calling them the Groiper generals. Ollie Alexander, degenerate sex pest, has shady past with little boys, young boys, whatever. I don't know. That's whatever. Nick Fuentes with the Catboy shit, and obviously the comments he's made about PDF files and whatnot. And then Beardson, another one of these culture warriors, he's out there attacking Chud, the builder, and he's also messaging a lot of these OnlyFan chicks, sending nude images to them, saying he wants to like goon and shit to them. Like these people just suck. And again, they're just a bunch of do nothing losers. And I don't really want to give him any more airtime other than this.
Kind of like porno brand past, and that's what it was. I mean, I don't see the I don't see the drama there. But I've been told that oh my god this is
yeah. Well, the problem is that you lied. You lied by omission. You know, like again, I don't think any of us on the internet are smart or clever enough to get away with lying on the internet. You can lie on the internet, but you can't lie to the internet. So it's when you start lying to people, it becomes a problem, which is why, you know, early on into the stream, like I was just brutally honest with you guys, because lying is just not gonna work. And you know, while doing the stream, you know, like I'm honest about myself. You know, I trash and I goof on myself. I say things about my life that are not flattering. You know, like I used to work for the DNC. I volunteered on Bernie Sanders' campaign. I was you know, precinct captain. I rallied the troops, you know, feel the burn, all that stuff. And yeah, you know, people would, you know, because some of my personal friends, they do follow me on Twitter and whatnot, and they're also in you know, you guys, you know who they are. And if it were to come out, they're like, oh well, you know, Froggy was a leftist guy, which I don't think I was necessarily a leftist. I was just like my opinions that I had back then, I generally still have today. They're almost identical. I voted for Trump 3 times, you know. It is what it is. So yeah, let's just continue.
A disaster. You got to make a video. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I mean, the fact is this: these people are looking to like dunk on me. They're looking to like find stuff on me because I criticized JD Vance. Like that's why they're doing it. They're not. This is not out of some like desire for better journalism or a desire for honesty and integrity.
It is because of a desire for honesty, dude. You are not the first or the last person to goof on JD Vance, and I'm sure there are plenty of things to goof on. You are being goofed on a little extra hard. Well, first off, like I've seen some of the videos, and again, I don't care. My feelings aren't hurt. But if you're going to be going after the Indians from India, there's what, like over 1 billion of those people. Yeah, they're gonna collectivize and they're gonna go after you. You want to start fights. They're gonna. I mean, dude. Eventually, you know, you hit someone long enough, they're gonna hit back. And what they did was so low effort. You should be glad that it was really just them linking people to what you posted, plain and simple. And you want to, you know, pretend like, oh, you know, the Jews are after me, the Con Inc. is after me, you know, the internationalists are after me because I made fun of their boy. Dude, nobody cares. Like, none of these guys move the needle politically. And while like Nick Fuentes is funny, he's legitimately funny, talented, smart kid. I don't really like or care for a lot of things he does or says, but he is what he is. He's talented. But is he moving the needle politically? No, he tried that. And he's going to try again, and I have a feeling that he's likely going to fail. Or it'll be because of something that had nothing to do with him. So he wanted to move the Rust Belt and get them to vote for Kamala Harris over Trump. And obviously that didn't work because Trump won every single swing state in the country. And now he wants to do that again in Ohio, which, by the way, I'm all for it. I don't like Vivek. I want Vivek to lose. I don't even care if the woke Democrat commie lady wins. Just never Vivek. Never Vivek. But this guy, again, wants to feel it's just this self-important, self-aggrandizing, douchey, narcissistic behavior that I just can't get behind. It's misleading and it's cringe, and I'll never do this to you guys, I promise. It's Sparky Heart. So hey, what's up, Zombie Bomb? Hopefully work's going good for you. It must be a framed book or a picture of the OG cover. Yeah, it must be framed. I don't know why you would frame a book. He probably printed this out on his dad's fancy printer. Vivek is a snake and God damn, I can't say. But he is a snake. But I'm not really prepared to talk with him about him right now.
Shady Vance, and I called him a mango muncher. That's why they're doing this. I say that because I had had little tiffs with someone like Captive Dreamer or whatever a couple times. But it was once I started talking shit about Shady Vance and the post got a bunch of views and a bunch of likes. Now, all of a sudden, I have Milo, Captive Dreamer, I have Raw Ignition. I had this whole cadre of Twitter people on my ass. So yeah, I mean, I'll take the L. It is bad optics, I suppose.
What do you mean you'll take the L like it's voluntary? You're gonna take the L, bro. What's up, Sega Outcast? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you.
But it's nothing I haven't been honest about. Yeah, I was a total degen leftist. I was kind of fucking. I was super cringe. I was in a band. I was super effeminate.
Yeah, being in a band is the coolest thing about you, dude. You keep saying yeah, I liked punk rock music. God, I was so awful. Yeah, no. How about sending images of your asshole to other dudes? Maybe that's more of a problem than you being in a band. There's nothing wrong with that.
I slept around a lot. I did drugs.
Yeah, again, that's the least of your problems, dude. Slept around with a lot of dudes, probably in a video game.
I was a total fucking degenerate. It's people who convert to Christianity, they don't do so because things are going good in their lives. Someone doesn't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go join the Orthodox Church" because they're doing well in life. They usually do so because things aren't going well for them. And so, yeah, they found my old Twitter from when I was a fucking degenerate and hadn't come to the church and hadn't come to, this new life of mine. So, bro,
yeah, it's about it. But there's some funny posts that I saw here though. Let me see. Oh, I can't even. Yeah, so here's an image of this guy. He's the internet princess. I don't know. Maybe he should go back to being an internet princess. He was actually thin and healthy. Yeah. Oh, and he shaves his armpits. That's good. It's a good look. What else have we got here from him? This is a really, really funny post. So William's Discord channel members seem to all share his rainbow past. Oh boy. Let's see. 2020 was a tough time. I'm surprised most of us were able to get over the phase. Maybe it helped though. I was cringe as fuck. Was a centrist lib adjacent. Thought I might be bisexual for a few years. You know what changed? Working out. Met my girl. Now I'm here. Well, it could be worse. Michelle from the top, I forgot to read this. Our generation's version of, yeah, I did drugs in the 60s is, yeah, I was a rainbow femboy in 2020. Somebody writes, it was the Jews. Most of us who were like that simply fixed it by finding God, which they hate, laughing my ass off. Yikes. And then it's kind of cut off, but at the bottom it says, was everyone here in F-slur? What the fuck? So yeah, it's kind of sus. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with this subgroup, this subgenre of people who share the ortho bro lifestyle, orthodoxy bullshit, who want to trash on people like JD Vance who are married to brown chicks, which again, guys, I don't care. Who you love. Love is love. Okay. Love is love. I'm not God. I'm not here to judge anybody. And I was talking with somebody the other night and we were talking about this and I'm like, dude, just imagine we're at a restaurant and I start commenting about a guy who walks by and he has a brown or black girlfriend or whatever. And I'm like, and then I start saying, isn't that gross? Isn't that disgusting? Blah, blah, blah. Like you're going to be embarrassed, right? It's embarrassing behavior. It's embarrassing to engage in that kind of behavior. Again, I don't know why you would care who the vice president is married to. And other people are just making these insane comments and I just don't want anything to do with it. I'm not here to police her speech. I'm not here to wag my finger, but I don't want to be a part of that. Plain and simple. Let me read some of this stuff. Ash Blackman writes, from the very beginning, I never really liked Vivek. I admit he said all the right things like Charlie Kirk's red pill, but the way he said it sounds like a slick car salesman. It's very sus. Yeah, I agree, Ash Blackwind. During the presidential primary for the 2024 election, I was never about Vivek. A lot of the younger people got wrapped up in it. Part of it was because it was a massive contrast between President Trump and these younger candidates like Vivek. Trump is obviously an old boomer. He's still doing the same old shtick from 2016. And, it's kind of tiring right now. We're kind of over it. We don't think it's effective. It's not hee ha ha time anymore. He's got to be serious. So it was a massive contrast between these two candidates. But I just have this natural ability to see through people and know that they're being duplicitous and dishonest. And Vivek he just fit the bill, man. He just fit the bill. Nikki Haley's son just came out and just completely blasted this guy off the map. And it was well deserved and hilarious. And some of the boomer cons are attacking him. And I'm like, look, I think his name is Nayland. So Nayland Haley, he's doing the Lord's work. If we can knock out Vivek and prevent the GOP or even the Trump world from ever endorsing such a dog shit candidate ever again, I'm all for it. I don't care if it's Nick leading the charge, Nikki Haley's son leading the charge, or maybe it's the frogs leading the charge. Never Vivek Ramaswamy. Again, around Christmas time, he just comes out of the fucking shithole that he's dwelling in, and he's shitting on American values, engaging in this pathetic boomerism where it's like, and I'm going to get into this a little bit later, where he's like, oh, well, you guys are just being whiny. Lift yourself up from your bootstraps. Stop being a victim, even though we are victims. And we are wrong and we have legitimate grievances, but he wants to suppress our need and our desire to, air our grievances out. He's like, no, don't complain about the H-1B visas. Don't be a victim. That's what the woke kids do. Don't complain about mass importation of the third world into the country, because that's what the woke whiners do. We're not woke Democrats, am I right? No, fuck you. I'm going to complain about whatever the fuck I want. And you're not going to tell us to shut up when we've been disenfranchised. We've been misled. We've been lied to. We've been smeared. A lot of wholesome, smart, nerdy guys are losing their fucking jobs. They're being replaced by AI. They're being replaced by these H-1B visa bros. And yeah, the tech companies are offshoring. And you know what? Fuck them. They can have their H-1B visas in their native country. I don't really care. I want America to remain American. I make no apologies for that. And Vivek should be ashamed of himself for attacking wholesome Christians, for attacking heritage Americans or legacy Americans. And Casey Pooch, I think I'm saying his name wrong, but yeah, Casey Pooch. He is a YouTuber. He builds cars. He does really cool shit. He's running and he's gaining legitimate traction. And now if I was advising him, I would say his biggest problem is how he's communicating. He needs to be a little bit more polished, because right now he kind of comes off as like an angry, rambling dude. And he just needs to clean it up a little bit, really sharpen the rhetoric against Vivek, and just really put forth his ideas a little bit more slicker. And I think he's got this. Amy Acton is also helping us out in attacking him. I don't know if I was her. If I was advising her, I would say, no, don't leave Vivek alone, because you're going to easily defeat Vivek Ramaswamy. No questions asked. He's going to lose to her. But all she's doing is basically playing this footage of Vivek's own words. And Ohio is not going to vote for this guy. I don't know what Trump was thinking is a bad pick, but if we want to help the president, all we got to do is the exact opposite of what he wants us to do. We need to be loud and annoying, and we need to chimp out and vote against the people he endorses, because most of them suck. Hello, you seem like a real bad dude. What's up, Honest Gam? What's with the puppets in the back? They look like they are great friends. They are. He's Indian. They don't feel shame. Yeah, disavow. I disavow that. What else do I have here? We have a couple other things. How long have I been streaming for? Almost an hour. I just really wanted to talk about this Somali fraud shit. You guys have probably already seen all the footage. Trump's government is they're laying siege to Minnesota as we speak. There are more charges and indictments. For whatever reason, they're trying to. I'll get into that later, but let's just react to this video really quick. So I imagine an illegal third world invader is this person here, and he had some things to say. It's only about a minute long. Let's hear him out. So only broken person is concerned with Somali in Minnesota. Interesting.
Only Americans who's concerned with the Somali business is the ones who have no life. They have a lot of time in their hand. They broke. They don't have no money, no ambition, nothing.
You know what? I hate to pause it when we're only 16 seconds in, but he's not wrong. And I'm not saying this to dunk on my fellow heritage Americans. I'm not saying this to dunk on the youth of America, the actual legitimate traditional Americans. There are so many young people that are suffering gravely because the last 4 years have been disastrous under the illegitimate Biden regime. Mass immigration, the importation of these people has been so disastrous for this whole country. Not their presence brings about a lot of problems in and of itself, like crime. There's no cohesion in education. It's impossible to teach a child in this chaotic learning environment. As Tim Walz puts it, you got like all these people and they're speaking like 50 fucking languages. How is that a good thing? So these people are coming here, and basically the gist of the fraud is these people are destitute. They're so-called refugees. They land in America. They fucking get imported into our country. They're spread out all over the place. And they become millionaires almost overnight. And what's even worse is that it is allowed. Tim Walz allows it. Elizabeth Warren allows it. AOC allows it. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris allowed it. So these guys, they're driving around in their BMWs. They're wearing name brand shit from Fabletics and Gucci and Howie and Louis. They don't have to pay for their housing. They don't have to pay for their food. They don't even have to work. And they live very well. They get free phones. Look at this video. It's in HD. I know Twitter compresses it, but I know for a fact this is probably shot on an iPhone. But young Americans, no one is coming to help them. No one seems to give a shit. And whenever they complain or they air their grievances, shitheads like this come out. It's like, oh, well, you're broke. You're a brokey. Or Vivek Ramaswamy comes out and it's like, oh, well, you need to lift yourself up from your bootstraps, Groiper. You need to stop being a woke Democrat. Oh, you're being disenfranchised? Half of your check is going to pay for this shithead's glamorous lifestyle? Shut up and quit complaining like a woke Democrat. Fuck you. And fuck this loser. Deport his motherfucking ass back to where he came from. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of these young people getting fucked in the ass. I know Virlia might like that, but most of us don't.
They don't even have hobbies. They depressed. They lonely.
Yeah, because academia tells them to fuck off. Corporate America wants nothing to do with them. H-1B visa bros take their jobs. Their wages are depressed. They can't afford to eat. They probably didn't even get a good Christmas. They probably can't afford a fucking hobby, which is a luxury in 2025, but these guys can. They're out there doing their social media influencer shit. They're just chilling, driving their fancy cars that we paid for. Honestly, we paid for it. This is awful. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder they're mad. No wonder they're depressed. Yeah, they're pocket checking you fuckers because you took their money. You robbed them of their inheritance. You robbed them of the future that was promised to them at an early age. It's gone now. The American dream was hijacked, stolen in the dead of night, and given to these fucking invaders.
You know, there's always those type of people who care about situations like this. You know? People who have something going on for their life, right? They're busy in their career, their family, they taking vacation, they're enjoying their life. You know, they're not concerned with the Somalians in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Only people you will see who's worrying about this is not even racist. They just broke. They just don't have anything going on. They're broken spiritually, physically, and financially.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% correct. 100% correct. Just imagine you're poor and destitute. You've been abandoned by your government. And I mean, like, I'm not about like socialism and whatnot, but I understand the appeal. These people are literally living the Democrat utopian ethos. They're literally living it in the flesh. They get free housing, free healthcare, free cars, free phones. They don't have to work. They don't have to do anything. And the daycare fraud highlights that perfectly. They're just like they set up these fake daycares. They're just smoking cigarettes outside all day. The buildings are empty. No one's hanging out in there. They show up, turn the light off or on, and then they fuck off. But these young guys, these young Americans, they don't have that luxury. If they're lucky enough, maybe they can get a job. And even then, that probably won't be enough. They'll have to get 2 jobs, which is a tall order when people like this in the millions get imported into the country. Which, by the way, I did a little bit of research. The amount of fraud that has been allowed to continue throughout the country over the past few years, it exceeds what Bernie Madoff and Charles Ponzi pulled off combined. This is probably the worst case of fraud in American history. I am not even kidding. This is not hyperbole. This is why people are pissed off. And for me, like, it has nothing to do with race or religion or anything like that. I just believe America should be for Americans. And the billions, tens of billions of dollars in Minnesota and California combined that was stolen from the taxpayers, from the state and on a national level, that could have been used to assist people who are suffering medically. Again, not into the socialist stuff, but like if we didn't spend all that money on these invaders and we had to actually spend it on something, it wouldn't upset me if somebody who is working full time, they're struggling a little bit. Hey, I need braces. I need to get a medical checkup. I have a problem with my hip. I need physical therapy. I wouldn't care if the government paid for an American citizen's, financial need. If it helped them with their financial needs, that wouldn't bother me at all. When you think of it like in this context, and a lot of young people, they see what these guys are getting, and they want that too. So when you hear a lot of these dumbass influencers say that, Gen Z is the most right wing, you don't know what you're talking about. They may share a lot of our views, but when it comes to being taken care of by the government or getting some sort of handout, they want it. And you know what? They probably deserve it, because of how badly we've been ripped off. And look how smug this guy is, man. Look how smug these people are. And they want to say, in the woke Democrats, they want to say that this guy is more American than the people whose family has resided here since the country's inception. The families that actually fought for this nation, who actually have skin in the game. None of these people have skin in the game. Not a single one of them. And I don't care how brutal, how awful the optics are with all the mass deportations. They all have to go. They all have to go, plain and simple. Again, a handful of them, of these illegals that do come out here, like especially the ones in the Southwest, they work hard. They're friendly enough. They don't really cause me problems. This isn't about hate, but the country is ripped off and people are suffering gravely. And fortunately, we have a president in the White House who, while he isn't perfect, he's actually doing something about it. And while a lot of people are kind of sour on Trump at the moment, let's just be thankful for the fact that had Kamala Harris won this election or won the election in 2024, this would get so much worse. It would be this on steroids. Full stop. Tim Walz is a crook. Tim Walz is a bad dude. And imagine if it was Kamala Harris's FBI that was supposed to oversee this type of fraud, all these people would get away with it. Tim Walz and all the government, all the clerks in government, they would get away with it. There are butt puppets. Did Gio come out of the closet? Did I miss it? Shut your ass up. Ash Blackman, invaders indeed under the guise of victimhood. Cry me a river. Yeah, they can cry me all the crocodile tears in the world. I don't care. They have to go back. You guys, these people have a homeland. Go back to your homeland. If there's such a net benefit to this, and they do all these wonderful things here, there's no reason why they can't do those wonderful things elsewhere. Europe is full. Canada and the United States are full. We don't need you. We never did. I don't know what else to say. This is this is really upsetting, and Trump needs to get ahead of this, and he needs to be really, really smart on his messaging so he can salvage the midterms. How about we don't care? We just don't want you here. Go back to your. I don't know if I can read all of this. But yeah, the amount of fraud is pretty fucking staggering, man. If I were to describe it in a way that anybody could understand, it's like somebody opened up a bank and they left the vault wide open and they allow anybody to come in and take whatever they want, and they'll replenish the money taken by taking cash out of our own wallets or out of our own accounts. That's what I feel. This is what it looks like to me. Who is your blue friend? Oh, that is a new puppet. I'm probably going to be selling that one. It's not even done yet. He needs eyebrows. The one behind me, that's like my actual puppet avatar. It's like one of the first semi-professional modular puppets, and that one's not for sale. Zombie Bomb, I don't know if you saw, but yeah, like the Dawn of War 40K puppet is almost done. I just had to build the body, the head, and the neck is pretty much done. I just got to put eyes on the guy, put the mouth plate in there, and yeah, it's pretty much done. I can't wait to show it off because it's gonna be totally badass and awesome. I think Saudi Arabia deported tons of Indians. Yeah, good for them. Good for them. Well, for whatever reason, the Middle East and India, they're kind of beefing. Again, I don't know if it's like sectarian or racial, but again, it's not my problem. I don't really care what's going on in any other in any of these countries. It doesn't concern me. And Robert Barnes, I was listening to his stream, and he was trying to make the case that like these people are here because it's our fault. Kind of. Yeah, it's our fault in the sense that we allowed them to come here. But military intervention has led to the destabilization of these countries, and then they end up scattering all over the planet, and it's a horrible thing. First off, we shouldn't be doing that in the first place. Two, we shouldn't be allowing them to come into our countries anyways, because we're full and we have a lot of problems, and the population, the native population, should be taken care of first, not these people. And yeah, we should be punishing the politicians that continue to have these aggressive military campaigns in their nations. Again, they probably don't want Americans there, and I don't want them there either. And vice versa, and every variation in between. So yeah, what else do we have here? So the Trump administration. So yeah, this is just earlier today. The Trump administration says it is freezing the child care funds to Minnesota. Yeah, not good enough. One, this should have been done months ago, and dude, you got to get Elon Musk back. You need to get him and his nerds to help you out. Yeah, you got to freeze everything. You need to, enact the Insurrectionist Act, get these people out of this country. They're planning to denaturalize a lot of the people that are involved in the fraud, which is excellent. I think we need way more mass deportations. It's not good enough. They upped the fee for self-deportations from $1,000 to $3,000, so that's good. Again, it costs less to do that than to actually send somebody down there to, haul their asses out of here, process them through some facility. So yeah, guys, this is in the tens of billions of dollars. Again, Charles Ponzi, Bernie Madoff, combined doesn't even come close to the fraud that we're seeing in Minnesota and California combined. And that's just two states. Just let you in on a little secret as somebody who has experience in this world. This fraud is nationwide. This fraud is everywhere. It's everywhere. This is why I don't like donating to like charities and shit, because I know a lot of this shit is fake. A lot of it is fraudulent, and just a handful of people are getting rich, and they spread it around to the jackasses that help facilitate the fraud, like the clerks, or I guess in this case, these illegal alien invaders. And they also, give it to the prevailing political party, which in this case is the Democratic Party. Again, you can't steal tens of billions of dollars without somebody important noticing, like let's say the governor of Minnesota, little Timmy Walz, Tampon Tim. You just can't do it. So I know for a fact he knows. And also you can't get away with doing that without giving a little bit of money to the people who enable it. If you're going to take that money, you got to, it's pay to play, man. You got to pay a little, you got to pay something. You got to give up something if you want to keep this gravy train going. And, you know, in this weird way, like, I do and I don't blame them, because these people are low IQ. They're kind of dumpy people. And they've been promised, though. They've been promised, if you come to America, you're going to have access to a fountain of money, and it's just going to keep flowing into your hands. Who would not want to take up that opportunity? Not only are you going to receive tens of millions of dollars into your own pocket, you will be able to enrich your family. You won't have to work. You'll get the nicest cars you can buy. You can wear the nicest clothes money can afford, and it'll be Gucci, right? Who would not take that deal? The people that we really should be pissed off at are their enablers, the clerks in the government, obviously Tampon Tim, Kamala Harris, AOC, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm sure Republicans also do this as well. It's probably not on the same level, but it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, all these people are fucking crooks, man. And while I know, and even myself, I'm not super happy with how Trump is handling certain things, but I don't see any other choice. Either we sit out in the midterms and punish all the conservatives, and we allow the Democrats to reverse the gains that we have made. And they are important gains. We can allow that, or we can push back against it and continue to push back against it. And that's what I plan to do. And I hope that I can convince enough people to continue down this path of supporting the president and supporting his agenda. And my hope is that, again, if the way that I would conduct this the fraud investigations, if you will, is you go after the people actually committing the fraud, and then you go after the clerks in government, and you get as many of them as you possibly can, and you leave the governor alone. You don't even talk about the governor. You kind of just leave him out of it. Let everybody else keep demanding that he get arrested, that he be held accountable, because that will come. But you want to drag this on as long as you possibly can, because Tim Walz is a high-profile political figure. He almost became the vice president of the United States. Thank God that didn't happen. Again, it's all timing. It's all strategy. And you also want to do the same thing with the Epstein files. By the way, I was 100% right. It's not going that well for the Democrats. However, what I believe he is doing is he's getting a lot of people invested into the story and invested into the Epstein saga. And right at the opportune moment, he's going to have to come out, or the Pam Bondi, the Department of Justice lady, she's going to have to come out and say, you know what, these egregious crimes, they've been ignored for decades. We were the first administration to release it, to openly talk about it. This was a taboo topic in Washington and on the East Coast and on the West Coast. And we have credible, tangible evidence against these people. The victims, the alleged victims themselves, will not come forward, but Ghislaine Maxwell will. And that's ultimately one of the biggest hurdles, is getting... You need a witness. You need to have a witness. Because I don't believe the victims are going to be that trustworthy. I have some theories as to why, and it's really because of who they are, not because they're like being threatened or whatever. I'm sure there's some elements of that, but yeah, the only thing that's going to save Trump in the midterms is this issue here with the fraud, which a lot of people are up in arms about, and obviously the Epstein stuff. And again, the way that he handled it, I would have handled it a little bit differently. I would have been more tactful, but let's appreciate the fact that for over a decade, Pizzagate, Epstein, this has been an issue since the 90s. And whenever we talked about it, we got called incels, psychopaths, conspiracy theories, nut jobs, yada, yada, yada. And now everyone in the world is talking about it. That's not an accident. Again, Trump is a master of marketing, and he understands the Streisand effect. He understands how he is going to go about getting an issue in the public ethos, in the public mind, in the consciousness of the in the mind of the population. And he did that, and he had to take a little bit of flack, but I think the glaring fuck ups in his handling will be forgiven. Once, let's say, Tom Hanks is charged, once Alec Baldwin is charged, once Bill Gates is charged. But the unfortunate thing is Ghislaine Maxwell might need to get a sweetheart deal, though, if she cooperates, because she, in my opinion, she appears to be the only one that will be able to implicate the people who raped women or children. If the stories are true, she knows where the bodies are buried, and you're going to need her. Trump has to be nice to her. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's just a reality. O'Keefe said OMG is going to start investigating the prosecutors and judges if nothing is done about the stuff being exposed. Well, nothing is stopping him now. He should be doing it anyways. What's up, Morse Code? Welcome back, man. Nice to see you. Nice to see a lot of familiar faces. Thank you guys for joining. I'm glad to be back. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I just have a really good feeling about the trajectory of the country going into the next year. The economy is doing okay. It's chugging along just fine. Granted, things are still expensive from the last 4 years, but I see wages going up. I see a lot of things going in the right direction. Again, this could have been so much worse. This could have been so much worse, but we're hanging on, man. We're hanging on, and I'm not a trusted planner, but I do have faith in my president, and I do support him enthusiastically. So, yeah, but like to recap the Epstein shit, like the things that like that are concrete that that have been found to have been discovered that were kind of new to me. Well, it wasn't new to me. It was just the way that it happened was kind of interesting. But dude, the Democrats, literally Democratic politicians, sitting members of Congress, were taking orders from Jeffrey Epstein to attack the president of the United States. And they want to pretend that this guy, our president, is like some child rapist. And again, Epstein was in cahoots, coordinating with high-ranking members of the press. That Michael Wolff guy, totally mid-writer, by the way. I'm a way better writer than he is. I just don't have the connections he does. Otherwise, I'd fucking outflank him any day of the week. Yeah, that guy was like trying to do like PR control, like damage control for Epstein. Just really sick stuff. And now they're like they're trying to pass off documents, intake forms of crazy people saying that Orange Man raped a woman, him and his goons took this woman's baby, and they got on a yacht in Lake Michigan and they threw the baby in the water. Like, these fucking idiots believe this shit. Just total insanity. Guys, like, the discourse around this is so fucking fake and stupid. I do believe, I legitimately believe that we're going to get some sort of closure, some meaningful closure on this. And it can't come soon enough, but you got to plan it strategically because the midterms are going to be consequential because if, again, you're going to have Democrats, if they take the House and the Senate or the Senate, they're going to undo all the great gains that we made. They're going to impeach our president. They're going to just continue to fuck with him. And I don't have the stomach for that. I don't fucking care to see that ever again. And I'm over it. The Democrats really shit the bed. And I don't know why anybody would sit out in the midterms and not participate, knowing that there is industrial scale fraud ongoing. While Americans are suffering gravely, they lack health care, they lack opportunity. These opportunities that are given to these illegal alien invaders, sitting out means that the problems that we are seeing come to light, it is going to get worse. It will be this, but on steroids, and we have to avoid that. Maybe it was a mermaid baby. You know, maybe it was a mermaid baby, and he was returning the mermaid baby back to its mermaid mother. And now the mermaid baby is with its mermaid people. So there's an orange mermaid baby out there in Lake Michigan, chilling with Nessie and maybe Bigfoot. But yeah, I don't know what you just said, Twitch streamer, but go fuck yourself. Okay, that looks like spam. How dare you speak to me? So what else have we got here? Yeah, so this is going to be the channel. So I hope people go and subscribe and support Fleece and Bolter. So I will, with the puppet, I will do really awesome lore videos narrated and, the script written by me featuring the puppet. And of course we already have really awesome, dude, guys, we're getting ready for the release of Total War Dawn of War 40K. We are getting ready for Dawn of War RTS 4. Okay, the fourth one, and it looks really damn good. So how we're getting ready, we got this dope ass music, and this is the sounds from the Warp Storm, okay? And you can fucking jam to this while you were slaying space orcs. This is great great orc slaying music. Hey Gio, long time watcher, first time caller. Can you put the camera up higher? Yeah, baby, just for you, sweetie. I'm working on a video of the of the scene behind you right now. I don't know what that means, Zombie Bomb. I don't know what that means. Cheese 911. It's good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Hope you your holidays are pretty good. Yeah. So yeah. Shit, man. All right, so I went over an hour. So yeah, this is my last stream. I should have probably had something more fun planned or do something funny, but I don't really have a funny bone. I'm not really feeling the funniness right now. It's my Friday. Well, actually, it's not my Friday. I have to be up early in the morning and work tomorrow. Camera has to be high so we can tell what is being done to Gio's special avatar back there. Wait, is that puppet stuffing that other puppet? No, Cheese. That is okay, that does kind of look like that. Yeah, it's not good. I guess I got to figure something else. I got to figure out something else. Dude, because the way that this is set up, like I can't really move the camera. Gio says he's the bottom puppet. Yeah, I am the bottom puppet. That's supposed to be me. We have the same hair. Yeah. Oh God. So yeah, I don't know. What else do I got planned? What is there anything cool I can show you guys? I got a new guitar. I got an Ibanez Geo. It's not in here. It's in the other room. I just been working. I've been working on the puppets. And honestly, like I can't wait. I have my 3D printers. I'm gonna do some cool videos with the 3D printers. Do some cool videos about the Gridfinity stuff I've been working on, and some of the Gridfinity stuff for the Milwaukee Packouts is gonna be going up on Etsy. And yeah, I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait to be making content again. Like I love making content. I just love helping people, man. That's ultimately what the Watchfrogs is about. It's about helping people and exposing nefarious shit going on around the world. They can't be beside each other. No, Zombie Bomb, they can't because there's not enough space. There's not enough real estate here. You know what I was thinking of doing? Maybe I can put a shelf right here, and then I can hang up my my copy, my authentic copy, not some fucking picture of Camp of the Saints. But I don't know. That's just too try-hardy. It just feels too grifty for me. I don't really want to do that. I am an artist, so the art is going to be on display here. My adoring puppets. So yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull something up really quick. See if there's anything that I missed that I might want to talk about. Let's see. No, I don't think so. No one to blame but yourself, Gio. This is how you'll be remembered in 2025. I know, man. I know, guys. And like, I totally shit the bed by being absent for so long. And it's just important for me, as like a wild, crazy dude. Like, it's just so important to me to finish something that I started. And I am on the brink of finishing something really, really important that I started. And, again, like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. It's not something I regularly do, but it's the last stream of the year. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it, but I'm incredibly proud of myself. I feel like younger me would be so proud of me right now. Probably brought to tears at all the progress that I made and all the hard work that I put in and all the lives that I've touched and all the things that I've endured and, was able to conquer, I guess, for lack of better words, and just kind of get over. And, yeah, man, it's been a great year. It really has. I made a lot of friends along the way. I made a lot of allies along the way. And there were just so many wonderful human beings who joined me on this magical journey that I'm on. And they rooted for me, they cheered me on, and they helped me. And I couldn't have done it alone. I honestly couldn't have done any of this alone. And a lot of this does involve you guys. You guys are hilarious for the most part. And, you guys root for me. You guys support me. You guys have donated and whatnot. And, again, that's just a better deal than most people get. Even if it's not the biggest amount. And, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it alone. And, yeah, and I just want to spread more fun and joy and really, like, I just have so much faith. Like, it's hard to describe it. It's almost unfathomable because of the way that I think, the way that I have like a vision for the future, for my future or for the future of my Etsy shop or for these puppets or for Fleece and Bolter. I think it's going to be cool. I really do, and hopefully you guys can help out and spread the love and word. And hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm really really close to wrapping up recording and editing volume 4 of the Warp Sounds. It's going to be more gritty, more aggressive, more breakdowns, more awesome. And I'm hoping that with the puppets and stuff, because I'm actually going to be selling this physical puppet, the complete space boy puppet, not a space marine at all. And it's gonna be kind of expensive because puppets aren't cheap, and printing this out and processing it the way that I have is not easy. I think it's going to sell for a lot of money. There's a lot of interest in it. And I don't have it close by, but I've been printing out terrain for table games. It's on my Etsy shop. If you guys do table gaming and you want some really cool terrain, I'm selling that. I just haven't advertised it, but fortunately I've been able to sell stuff without advertising. So I'm just so thankful. I also do want to do a fun video showing how I process my 3D prints to remove layer lines. Cause I've seen all the videos, and I'm sure anybody who's into 3D printing has also seen it as well. I've seen them, like, they use Bondo, which is like a really, really harsh chemical. Like, Bondo is like not a joke. All right. It's not a joke. You don't want to put Bondo on anything in a house. You need ventilation, but I see people putting Bondo on it, and it works, but it's kind of messy and yucky. However, I have a lot of USG sheetrock 90, which is basically a fine powder. It's basically USG sheetrock. That's right. This stuff right here. It's the wall, and I mixed it up, and I smeared it on this, and I'm gonna smooth this out. I'm gonna primer it, and I think this is gonna be almost perfect. I think it's almost gonna be perfect. I think that'd be a fun video. I don't know if people would enjoy like a chill stream of me just fucking painting and processing one of these Space Marines. So yeah, and I only saw one other person do it, and I was so impressed, and I knew exactly what they use. And you could do that in your house because USG sheetrock is not like poisonous per se. Bondo is. Bondo will give you cancer. Like my wonderful mentor Adam Krutinger, may he rest in peace. He's missed so dearly. Gio, have you watched Space King? A Morse Code. I have seen a little bit of Space King. I haven't been able to kind of like sit there and watch it. One of the later episodes, I was fucking dying of laughing because I'm immature as shit. So when I hear funny noises, I just start laughing. So when there was that little alien holding its dead alien baby, and he's like, and like the caption was like gross alien noises. Fucking hilarious. I loved it. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to show the Space King guys the puppet and just wonder what they would think, because those dudes are hilarious. Yeah, and I've been attached myself to a couple like wargaming groups and some 3D printing groups. Yeah, like I have the Bamba Labs H2S and the P2S, and I really do believe that people, the videos that I make are going to be fun and informative and helpful. Also, out of curiosity, I wanted to see if I could 3D print miniatures. So I do have one. This is a Astra Militarum Space Marine. It actually came out okay. And actually, this is a little bit better than okay. This came out really fucking good, actually. And I only printed 2 of them because, again, I don't really play the game. So I'm probably gonna do a video actually showing my settings, because nobody actually does that. People want to charge money for it. Again, all my shit's for free. I give out everything for free. So people who go to my Etsy shop and support the channel, they're supporting the show. They're supporting me. Thank God. Thank you. People who do, like, super chat and stuff, again, thank you. And I really do believe that people are gonna appreciate it. I found the torrents for virtually every single Dawn of War 40K race, and I have all the files, and I'm just like, I could make my own army if I really wanted to, but be kind of unethical. LOL, it's peak chud content. It is peak chud content. It's hilarious. I love it. I've seen videos where they use acetone vapor to smooth the 3D prints, but that was a long time ago. It can go wrong if you overdo it, and it looks like they melted. Yeah, and I don't think you can do it with every single type of filament. I only use PLA Basic from Bamboo Labs, and it's pretty good. The melting it, I think they do it with ABS. ABS is a very, very harsh filament. ABS is a very, very harsh it's a stinky filament. If you're going to be using ABS, you need to have a vent going to the outside, or you got to be printing it in your garage because you don't want that shit in your house. ABS is really, really ruthless. If you want to know like how crazy ABS is, brand new homes, like good homes that are built properly, the plumbing is ABS. So that ABS is meant to handle waste, all sorts of yuckiness. And when you melt it, it stinks like shit, and it is not good for you. You don't want to be smelling that stuff. You don't want to be breathing that stuff in. But ABS is very durable. It's a good plastic. It's just really nasty shit. Those goes pew pew scary. Ask PSR. I know. God, I can't believe I know what you meant by that. I can't print or possess anything related to ghost pew pews because I will go to prison. I will go to pound me in the ass prison. I know Verillion might like that. Maybe Destiny might like that, but I won't like that. In the state of Nevada, you need to have a manufacturing license to be able to do that. And even then, it's not even like obvious that you can go ahead and move forward with ghost pew pews. But if you have an FFL, it's not enough. You need a manufacturing license. I don't even know how you go about doing it. I don't manufacture that kind of shit. All my stuff is wholesome and for families, so whatever. It's not about being a felon, Zombie Bomb. It's Nevada law. You are not allowed to possess ghost pew pews. You are not allowed to possess the files to make them because that would be intent. You are not allowed to print them, not even for personal use. That's just Nevada law. We can blame Governor Sisolak for that. Thank God he's gone. Fuck him. But that's just it. Gotta use censor language or YouTube will do it for you, like pew pew or grape. Yeah, I know, Ash Blackman. Oh, Nevada is silly. Well, it's weird because Nevada is a free state. Like I can walk around. I do. Like I have my my shoulder holster and I have my Glock with me, and I'm walking around, going to the store, going out to eat. Maybe I'll go to a bar. Nobody cares that I'm carrying a gun. If you're a jackass, and you can walk around with an AR-15, if you're a jackass, it's not illegal. It's an open carry state. It's a free state, but the ghost pew pews are not allowed. That's just a sad reality of it. Pound me in the ass. Must not say anything. I know, Ash Blackwood. I know. Grapes are really good. Yeah, they are good for you. They're very tasty. Yes, I agree. Shit. So where are we at right now? So it's an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't even have like good like 304 stuff. Let me see if I have anything funny. Oh, you know what? There is one here. There is one here, but I don't think I All right, let's see what
my
this
marriage.
is. All right, hey Zoomers, there are plenty of fish in the sea. The rotten tilapia in the sea. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see what this is about.
I ended my marriage 1 year ago today. I blew up my life. I told him that I'm done. I cut ties with my parents. I moved to San Diego. This morning, I went to a protest. I took a nap. I got a Chili's triple dipper, the appetizer platter thing. Ate it, went home, took a nap, and now I am skating. And that's what I'm doing to celebrate me leaving my marriage and the church and starting my life over 1 year ago today.
I don't know, guys. I want to say some mean shit, but I don't know her situation. Maybe, you know, she really had it with skip. What if it's like a Church of Scientology, you know? She gave up real love to follow fake ass political belonging. Oof. If the blobfish had hairy armpits. The hardest part of rollerblading is telling your parents that you're a rainbow. Sounds like she may have been a Mormon. I don't know. I mean, I see tattoos. She's a leftist. She's gonna protest. She's eating goy slop. Yeah, I don't know. Like, she's obviously taking some L's, but again, it's kind of hard to judge because I don't know what was going on in the relationship. Democrats did that. Unhinged, she'll be unallied by 50. Strong Latiti vibes. I don't know what Latiti means. Hairy armpits, no values, ugly fat, and she cuts herself. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, look at her arms. Look at the arms right here. I thought I saw it, but I wasn't sure.
I blew up my wife. I told him.
Yeah, dude, she's cutting her arms, bros. That's self-harm. Yeah, I recognize that. I went to McDonald's like a few weeks ago because I just wanted some goy slop. I was fucking hungry as shit. And the girl at the drive-thru was kind of cute, but when she was handing me my food, I saw on her arm the most gnarliest cuts, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna say nothing, but I thought it. And another time, not really related at all, but I was when my dog was with me, Popcorn, may she rest in peace. I took her to this place to get washed. It's a really cool dog washing place business. And the girl who like generally helped me, I'd be like, hey, I need this special cut around her butthole. You know, they call it the sanitary cut. She was the sweetest lady ever. Well, one time I went there and her whole face, it looked like she got her ass whooped, just wailed on right in the purple eyes, large purple eye, puffy, and just, you know, cut lip. Like, it looked like she got fucking jumped. And I'm like, oh, hey. And I probably made it worse because I'm like pretending everything is fine. I probably should have pulled her aside and be like, are you okay? Like, what the fuck is happening to you? It was so bad. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to, like, you know, it's different with a cut, you know, because that's obviously more permanent. You know, it's pretty brutal, but and bruises will heal eventually. But yeah, dude, it was pretty rough. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this chick sucks. I don't know. I feel like the dude dodged the bullet. I mean, if your fucking wife or whatever can just up and leave like this, and she's like now like a woke activist, yeah, you probably dodged the bullet. Ew, her armpit hairs, or her armpits are hairy. She can cut her skin, but not shave it. Butthole haircuts. Yeah, they're called the sanitary cuts. Well, you have to because both of my dogs, Harley and Popcorn, they were both half Chow Chow and half sheepdog. So they're big dogs, and one of them is more hairy than the other. But eventually the hairs on the butthole, you know, when they go pee pee poo poo, it gets all over their fur. So the sanitary cut kind of deals with that. It, you know, prevents them from, you know, getting that in your house and from being all stinky. So yeah. Let's see. Grapes and blue cheese are good to go with alcohol. My siblings and I usually do that on Christmas Eve and on New Year's. We got dogs getting their butt hair trimmed in a salon, and this bitch can't shave. Oh yeah, I know. This is I mean, dude, she just sounds like a lazy modern woman. Here, we're gonna play this without audio. Let's see what else we can find here. All right, so we got stinky hairy armpits. We got a nose ring. We have these hideous tattoos, just these low effort garbage tattoos. I mean, at least besides the cut, the skin does look clean. I see receding hair. She's probably losing hair because she's eating a lot of goy slop. Probably does drugs too. It wouldn't surprise me if she's doing drugs. Yeah, but usually drug use would result in you losing your hair. But the Chili's isn't really like a bad thing. I know it's goy slop, but you know, you can do worse. You can do worse. Like, I take Tinder dates out to Chili's, you know, but only to test them. Not because, you know, I don't have a lot of money or anything. Well, that is part of it. But if they get uppity about Chili's, all right, well, then we're going to Applebee's. We're downgrading. If you don't like it, then, you know, whatever. I used to get my cat masturbated at the pet's office. Keeps him relaxed. Zombie Bomb, you're fucking disgusting. How dare you? How dare you? I don't ever want to read anything like that ever again. Let me see who's messaging me. All Democrats, yeah. You know, I probably shouldn't be scrolling through Twitter just because there's gonna be so much nastiness. Oh god, what's all this shit? Which way, America? Well, first off, Gavin Newsom doesn't look like that anymore, and JD Vance also doesn't look like that anymore. Also, one of these guys had their wife fucked by Harvey Weinstein. I'm gonna vote for the guy whose wife wasn't plowed by Harvey Weinstein, and I guess that's all there really is to it. Yeah, never cucks. I'm never gonna support a cuck. God damn it! What is this, dude? This is why DDR5 RAM is fucking $500 because of this fucking slop, this AI slop, dude. AI slop ruined PC gaming. Yeah, God, dude. I'm gonna sign off because I don't want to go. We got 100 messages. Yahoo. Let's see. The other option was to have his penis removed. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, you know what, Zombie Bob? I don't want to know. I don't want to hear this anymore. This sounds horrific. But yeah, if you got a computer, take real good care of your PC because something fails on it. Be prepared to spend upwards to $1,000 to replace parts, a couple parts. RAM itself, I just looked it up. DDR5, 64 gigabytes of RAM is $500. It used to be about 130 to 115, like a couple years ago. Absolute insanity. So yeah, I got two really high end computers. So this is it. I'm not gonna be building any PCs anytime soon. Maybe when JD Vance becomes president, the CHIPS Act we'll have chip manufacturers in America, maybe Arizona, who knows. But yeah, guys, I'm back. I'm going to do my best to be as consistent as humanly possible. And again, sorry about the chats and shit, but just can't do it, man. Just can't do it. So the new year, you know what? Gather around, children. Gather around. We need to talk about things that we've consumed. What have you consumed for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, and what will you be consuming in the new year? The new year, I'm not really sure. Maybe Space King content, more Chud content, for sure. What have I consumed recently? I've consumed a lot of Bamboo Labs filament, but I couldn't resist. If you bought a bunch of them, they were $9 a spool. That's a pretty damn good deal. At Best Buy, they are about $25 to $30 for a spool of Bamboo Labs official filament. Hobby Lobby is selling filament, and it is about $11 to $12, which isn't bad for some generic PLA. However, they do not beat Bamboo Labs $9 filament. So I consumed a lot of that. I did consume the Bamboo Labs H2S and the P2S, and I've been in love with the printer, with 3D printing, and it's a really nice upgrade from my first printer, which was the Xmaker Joy. Let's see, silver prices are crazy now. From where I checked, it's at $73 to $78 an ounce. Yeah, Morse code, that sounds about right. What is silver for? Silver is for keeping, for making money and for trading, and it does go up in value. It also has practical applications. Like people put pieces of silver in enclosed reservoirs for liquid cooled PCs. It keeps it clean. Silver has some pretty interesting properties. It's a really interesting metal. It doesn't surprise me. All right, so Morse code is not consuming ounces of silver. All right, guys, if you've been consuming, if you got consumed sins in your heart, let it out. It's a good conductor in electronics. But is that related to RAM prices? No, Zombie Bomb, I don't believe so. Usually the price of copper, among other metals, I think gold might mess with the prices of electronics. I sold almost all my silver at 50. Oh well. Oh no, Megatony is God. That's a bad move. What did you buy once you got rid of your silver? What did you consume? You consumed something. I consumed a Steam Deck OLED. No regret. I can install all the games I want from my childhood, even the ones I missed out on. None of these modern work slop. Very based and red pilled. You did consume sin, but you could be doing worse. I am all about the Steam machines that are coming out. Steam made a very, very large announcement. New VR headset, new controller, new Steam machine, a total revamp of Steam OS. People are going to be building their own Steam machines, which in my estimation are going to be superior to the Windows operating system in every way possible. The only drawback to the Steam machines or Steam OS is that it's Linux based, meaning that it does not do anti-cheat that well. And there's a lot of reasons, a lot of nerdy reasons as to why it's just really difficult and challenging to get anti-cheat to work on a Linux machine, which is very unfortunate. I don't know. I'm optimistic about the future. I'm hoping that there's some mechanism that is put in place so people can build their own OS or their own Linux-based machines that isn't reliant on the shitty garbage Windows operating system. The less money Microsoft makes, the better. Microsoft is greedy and decadent, and they are replacing American workers with these H-1B visa bros, and they are also offshoring jobs. So you know what? Fuck it. There's just no need for us to be supporting Windows. The unfortunate reality is that if you're a gamer, you know, it's just really difficult to play multiplayer games on a Linux-based system, and it's because of the anti-cheat stuff. It just doesn't work on Linux. Oh, I didn't hear it was Linux-based. Awesome. Yeah, the Steam machine is 100% Linux-based. The Steam Deck OLED is 100% Linux-based. It is a legitimate operating system. Like, you can basically do anything a Windows computer can do. You just can't play multiplayer games online. About all the Tomb Raider games, it was cheap. They're fun. Yeah, they're good shit. I never really got into Tomb Raider when I was young, but you did. Okay, so you're consuming old video games. Okay, who needs anti-cheat when I have save state? I'm good with that. Rewind power. It's not about save states. It's not about like single player games, bro. It's about playing, you know, Battlefield. It's about playing Call of Duty, PUBG, Counter-Strike, Roblox, maybe. Just any game, any multiplayer game that uses anti-cheat. Maybe Dota. I don't know. So that's just that's like the key drawback. But the Linux based machines just work really, really well. Linux has come a long way, but unfortunately I am stuck and tethered to Windows because of my desire to play these multiplayer games with friends. None of them have Linux based shit, and yeah, I do editing and I do modeling, 3D modeling and whatnot. I can't wait to show off some of my 3D model stuff to you guys. So yeah, we'll see. What else we got here? Okay, so today, as a this is the last show of 2025, the last stream of 2025. I celebrated a little bit before I got on, and I got some KFC. I got some the very delicious, the famous potato wedges. They were so good. They were so crunchy. I can still hear the crunch in my mind. That's how tasty they are. And I also had the little chicky nuggies, and I was dipping them in their famous brown gravy. Very juicy. The watchfrogs is sponsored by KFC. Finger looking good. Hey. Don't buy Roblox, Geo. You'll get touched. Well, no, I'm never going to buy Roblox or play Roblox because Roblox is for little children, and there are a lot of predators on there. While Roblox could be a fun time, one, I don't have any friends that play it, which is good. Two, I don't want to be seen as a PDF document, as a Jeffrey Epstein-ophile, if you know what I mean. So no Roblox for me. I just have no interest to be playing with little kids. It just doesn't sound like a good time. Tomb Raider from 1 to 3. After that, I lost interest. Yeah. Well, what do you think of the new movies? Do you think the new movies are any good? Shit. The Angelina Jolie fucking nailed it as Tomb Raider though. Back when they made video game movies and they absolutely had to make sure that the characters look like the characters in the game. They don't do that anymore. Now it's all like woke and stupid. So who cares? I consumed a few of the episodes of Stranger Things 5. Oh man, does Stranger Things season 5 shit the bed. I finished the first one the other day, and now I'm working on the unfinished business expansion before I start part 2. Oh, well, good for you. Yeah, I never really played Tomb Raider. It was always like a single player game, single player experience, and just like growing up, like I had a lot of friends, and everybody played video games, and everybody had to play, everybody had to be involved. So no single player games for me. That's just not how I grew up, not how I was raised. So yes. So you have consumed my child. look in the mirror and say Saint Floyd 3 times, and you will be absolved of your consumed sins. Yeah, dude, Stranger Things is so fucking bad. It is so bad. Oh my god. Like, dude, I remember, I think I was at work when season 1 dropped, and I see all these posts all over the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, whatever. They're like, bro, you gotta watch Stranger Things. It's so freaking good. So I got home, and I binge watched the show just like everybody else. Everybody was obsessed. You know, the kids were adorable. It was suspenseful. It was kind of scary sometimes. It was spooky. It was just a good time. But then season 5 happened. Fuck, man. Talk about shitting the bed, am I right? Dude, like, I don't know why they're just like, yeah, Will Byers likes to suck cock, and you guys have to embrace his cock sucking, or else the Vecna wins. And then for whatever reason, they're like calling the Vecna the villain Mr. What's-It. Like, why would they call him that? So stupid. Like, what the fuck? And just, again, I'm an electrician. I'm not like a hardcore contractor that does like big manly things. But I know that like digging a tunnel is a pain in the fucking ass. It is a loud process, and it requires like very large industrial scale machines, especially in the 80s. Like the machines to build those kind of tunnels, they're like probably bigger than my house. And for whatever reason, the Stranger Things season 5 crew, they all have like this tunnel network system underneath like a military installation, underneath the school. You know, I'm like, so wait a minute. So from season 4 to season 5, they managed to like build these elaborate tunnels. Like, what the fuck? It's just so stupid. I'm like, no, the immersion is just ruined. And then just like everything about the show is just fucking retarded. It makes no sense. And then they're just like trying so hard to like inject this woke fucking bullshit. And I'm just like, they're supposed to be kids. Like, how necessary is this? Like, why? And I like the memes where it's like, Vecna grapes Will Byers. Will Byers comes out as a rainbow boy. What did Netflix mean by this? And I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yep, Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider is good. The rest are feminist crap. I agree, Ash Blackwind. Stranger Things look like it, and I remember that it wanted you to sexualize the kids. Oh, no. I don't know. I haven't seen the Dairywood show. I saw all the 3 It movies. So there was like 3 of them, I think. The original one, part 1 and 2, and then there was the new one, 1 and 2. I saw one video that brought up how nobody cares if Will gets AIDS. The Rainbow Kid made the tunnels. That's why they look like long buttholes. God damn it. That is so disgusting. Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the year, we're all brought together. Look, maybe that was the ultimate goal of Stranger Things season 5, is they wanted to unite the country. Now the whole nation is unified in their disgust and their hatred of Stranger Things season 5. I heard the last season of Stranger Things is ruined with Girl Boss. That's why I'd never watch anything modern. Once it gets popular, they will sabotage it, like The Mandalorian. Yeah, again, I'm not watching it because I know it's just going to be retarded and a waste of my time. But yeah, there was a clips of the Nancy Wheeler character. She looks like a female scrawny Rambo with AIDS, and she's like dual wielding AR-15s and like just like taking out these like military goons. And I'm like, first off, that gun is heavier than fucking Nancy Wheeler. And this is like some basic bitch who like never had proper train. I don't know, maybe like between seasons she got trained by the Eleven's dad, the Hopper guy. And but yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. Like, war is really fucking scary, and there's no way this bitch is like, you know, this fearless warrior. And I guess she got proposed to in the show, but she like rejected it because she wants to be like an independent babe who don't need no man. Yeah, just the show sucks. Like, the show fucking sucks. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's bad now. It's not fun. It's not charming. It's not coherent. You know, you got these like tunnels. Like, it's just weird. It's just none of it makes any fucking sense. The name of the character, the villain, Mr. What's-It? Like, it's just so fucking retarded. So stupid. That is canon though, disgusting or not. Let's see. There's no girl boss anymore. It's all rainbow power now. Put a chick in it and make her lame in the rainbow. Yeah, Ash Blakeman. That's basically what they did. It's pretty bad. Almost as bad as this weed pin shaped as a baby yoga. Ugh, disgusting. Straight to prison. In my fascist America, if you're caught with one of these, we're gonna do horrible things to you. We're gonna put you in the upside down. Put your ass to work. My coworker texted me and was like, "Hey, so I think I might have left something in the bathroom at work. Can you get it and put it in my desk? And you'll know what it is when you see it." Wow, dude, that's really fucking embarrassing. Just imagine texting that to somebody. Posting cringe from all across the internet, including consumers. Do not harass anyone posted. Nah, I say do harass anyone posted. Redditors are some of the people I truly despise the most. Dude, base? Hold on, let me go ahead and like this. All right, guys. So we covered a lot. Oh, what is this shit? What is this shit right here? Hold up. The Mariners fan couldn't collect himself after the win. Dude, did a tear just roll out of his fucking face? Hold up. Yeah, right there. All right. If I was this woman, if I was like the girlfriend or the wife or whatever, instantly cheat on him. That night, I'm firing up Bumble, Tinder, Christian Mingle, J-Date, OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, and I'm banging as many dudes as I can to get the stink of this consuming beta horde stench off of me. Ugh. He probably spent $250 on that jersey. Now, this is a legit consumed sin. What he should be doing, instead of crying about the Mariners, he should be crying about all that money wasted on that stupid, ugly fucking jersey. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'm just being a fucking negative Nancy, and I really shouldn't be because life is going pretty good. But, dude, you should be on your knees, not crying about the Mariners. You should be on your knees, praying to Jesus, asking for forgiveness, confessing your consumed sins. This is deplorable. This is embarrassing. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment watching this clip here. We got to watch it again though. The fuck is the Mariners anyway? Is that football? Is that basketball? I don't even know. I don't watch cuckball. Maybe baseball? That looks like a baseball uniform. Oh, dude. Dude, if that guy was my friend, like I'm just like sitting there, like if I was sitting right there, drinking my Bud Light, wearing my Bud Light t-shirt, and I just glance over and he's fucking crying, I'm setting down my beer and I am leaving and I am never talking to this guy ever again. Let me see what the comments are saying. Nobody knows the pain that Mariners fans have had to endure for 24 years. Okay, so maybe there's Mariners lore that I'm not aware of. Fucking embarrassing. Norm Cruz base. Here, let me like that one. If this is real, let bro enjoy it. Absolutely. What? Oh, no, I didn't like that. Hold on. Let me get an angry face. All right, there we go. Now he knows how much I disapprove of that. This is crying in baseball. Something Brown writes, Mr. What's It, now memories. Now memories in the upside down. I don't even know. Chronic would roast this guy so bad. Chronic loves football and hates weak men. This is a win-win for him if he sees this. Dude, we've been he messaged me. We DM'd each other. We were supposed to do join him on a live stream. I just haven't been able to, just because of the scheduling shit. And again, like I'm wrapping up in January, with my projects. So, Yahoo. But no, like I see his clips and I watch him. Dude, it's good shit, man. Hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully the Warband's doing okay. I miss those guys. Yeah. Why you read that? Why did I read what? What are you talking about? When I scroll down, this? I don't know what you mean. All right, guys. Well, I don't want to go over 2 hours. So, yeah, guys, stay safe. What project wraps up in January? The home remodels. There was some things that I had to do with them today, or some things I had to take care of relating to that today. And it's boring shit. Who cares? It's almost done. That's what matters. And then I can focus on the puppets again, focus on the streaming again, focus on, you guys, I guess, again. So yeah, guys, the new year is here, or it's among us. It's among us. And I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is healthy. And I hope you guys make smart decisions going into the new year. I hope you guys have really wonderful and positive resolutions, New Year's resolutions. I guess mine would be to consume less, obviously. Nobody wants to consume. I consumed a lot of power tools, a lot of building material. Yeah, none of that shit. Goodness. My New Year's resolution, just fucking crush it with Etsy. Really crush it with the puppets, with Fleece and Bolter. So guys, please go ahead and go over to the Fleece and Bolter YouTube channel. That is my second channel, link in the description. You know what? So when Dawn of War 40K 4 comes out, and when Total War Dawn of War 40K comes out, you guys have some dope ass music to listen to while slaying space orcs. Volume 4 is gonna drop probably in a week or two. And yeah, everybody, God bless. Get involved. Do right by your friends and family. Be loyal. Be honorable. And we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. Don't listen to the Black Pillars. I think they're wrong. Peace out, everybody.